it was a good win. We were really confident before the game. I think when we come to Providence Park, I think we play to that level. It's not above the level that I expect. It's at the level that it's a level of the players, and I think they play with enjoyment. I thought we started the game actually a little bit nervously in the first 10 minutes, maybe overly cautious about probably what they were going to do, and then I think they grew into the game. The 3 DPs were phenomenal. I think before the game I said to Dave Vandenberg and the staff, I said probably going to be a game where the DPs were going to win it. Whichever DPs showed up, whichever DPs scored goals and produced moments, that team was going to win. I think Galaxy and us are a little bit like that in terms of the way that our DPs, the front fours of both teams, control how the results go. And we're just pleased that we had the best DPs on the pitch tonight. And I think in Evander we've got someone that's playing to an MVP level. And I've said it from probably in the first month of the season. I think I said he's the best number 10 in the league. People laughed at me, people questioned me, people thought I was joking. But I think what we see in training, what I see every day, what I saw when I tried to sign him for Inter Miami, what I saw when he came to Portland is someone that is an incredible footballer with an incredible talent, and we're just proud to have him in our organisation. He's fighting like mad for the team, and I thought Jonathan Rodriguez had his best game tonight as well.
Phil, we've seen a lot of times this year where you guys have shown a lot of fight to come back in games and to kind of still stay and never quit in games. Today, you guys had a lead, and at the end of the first half, they score a quick goal, and you guys come right back out in the second and capitalize on an opportunity. Can you just talk about the way that the team kind of took advantage of the opportunities that they did have today, and what kind of you saw from that group to really kind of still have that fight to stay ahead like that?
Yeah, I think the goal before half-time, they probably went in thinking that the result was tie. It was a real big lift for them, but we'd missed a lot of chances, and I think before the game I thought we would have to score 3 or 4 goals to win the game, and we did, and I knew we were going to get chances in the second half. Jonathan Rodriguez was causing all sorts of problems down the left hand side, he was winning headers, he was running through. The chip that he went over John McCarthy, I thought that would have been an incredible goal. We then had to show qualities. I think what we said at half time is that we're probably going to spend a lot of time in the low block. We're going to spend a lot of time defending. Probably the reason I took Jonathan off was because we needed probably a little bit more discipline on that side. We allowed him to be a little bit of a free player when the game was open, but then when the game got a little bit sort of like one-sided, we needed to bring Anthony on just to give us that compactness, and Paredes and Williamson. I thought the 3 of them they changed the game. Paredes, Williamson, and then Anthony first touch crosses the ball. He deserves to play, Anthony. I think if you look at his performance at the weekend, apart from no goals, he was phenomenal for the team. So that kid's really suffering at the moment, but he's come on, he's got an assist. Pipe Mora gets his goal, and I thought in the second half our compact shape was really good, and we had to dig in. We had to stay with 1-2s. They've got some phenomenal players. Puig is an MVP as well in this league. His ability on the ball. Peck on the right hand side is a threat, which I thought Kamal did brilliant against. And I just thought it was one of those real pivotal nights where a lot of results seemed to go our way, and we made some ground on the other teams above us. And it sets it up nicely now for the weekend. And I said to him at the end, I said we're not celebrating, that we need to produce performances away from home. If we're going to be a team that wants to challenge, if we're going to be a team that wants to go long in the playoffs, away games are going to be part of that. And I think with the position that we are at the moment, we're going to be playing a lot of our games away from home. So we're going to be ready for it.
Coach Felipe Ramis, first of all, congratulations on the big win.
Thank you.
And I wanted to let you know that Evander, Jonathan, and Felipe Mora are the first trio in MLS history to score at least 14 goals in a single regular season. So you guys pretty much broke a record tonight, set history. How do you feel about that? Thank you.
Yeah, I think we're really pleased. I think the unsung hero is Felipe Mora. I think he doesn't get the attention of the other two. But to score the goals that he does, he scored important goals. Jonathan's come in and been really good. I think what you saw tonight is you saw someone that he's worked really hard over the last probably 3 or 4 weeks to get back up to it. You know, he had a little bit of a dip at the Leagues Cup. We gave him some time off. He had some niggles. He'd obviously come into a season where he just hit him in the Leagues Cup, you know, the amount of games, and then he's come out of it looking really fresh tonight. And Evander never wants a minute off the pitch. So we're lucky that when we go into games, this league is all about the DPs winning your games of football, and we're lucky that we've got 3 DPs that are winning us games of football, and they're being backed up by Santi Moreno, who is almost a DP level quality, and what makes us so dangerous at home. You look at the way that they set up their team. They give us the utmost respect with the way that they defended deep and compact and didn't really press us that much in the first half. That's a reflection of what our team respect that our team has.
Phil, it was the second real shootout you guys have had against the Galaxy this season. You talked there about how much of an impact the DPs have had on these games. Just wondering what the small details and differences were between that 3-2 loss back in July and this 4-2 win tonight.
Well, I think who scored their goals in July? Peck, Pansel and Puig, no? DPs. You know, I think that I'd say that, and our goals were scored by Moreno and Rodriguez. So I say that the games between us and the Galaxy, it's going to be decided by the quality of the DPs. And tonight, our DPs were better than their DPs, and their DPs were really good. Every time Puig took the ball, you know, sometimes as a manager you marvel at some of the opposition play, and he's a really good player. He's always wants the ball. He shows courage. You know, but I thought the 2 central midfield players handled it well. We were compact. We didn't allow them many, you know, 1v1s, and really it was shots from outside the box. You know, I think, and I was watching the Apple coverage before the game, and you know, I think they were going on that if we finish where we are and they finish where they are, that's the team that we're going to be playing in the playoffs. So it's going to be special, and you know, they're an outstanding team, the best team in the Western Conference, probably the best team in both conferences, and they've invested a lot of money, but we came out with a good result.
We'll take one last question.
Profe, enhorabuena por la victoria. ¿Por qué es que el equipo juega tan diferente de visita como que de local como hoy?
Why do we play different at home than away? Yeah, I didn't want to understand that. No, es una pregunta fenomenal, porque yo cada día con Dave, Shannon, Liam, Connor and Memo preguntamos eso cada día. La diferencia es enorme. Pero ahora es el tiempo para cambiarlo. No es una obligación, porque si tenemos ganar los partidos afuera o en los playoffs, necesitamos ganar afuera de casa. Y contra Colorado, yo pienso que jugamos casi bien, pero no ganamos el partido. Entonces, trabajamos cada día para cambiar. Y el sábado contra Real Salt Lake es un partido difícil, es un campo difícil, es con altitud dos veces en esta semana, pero este resultado esta noche, ojalá da la confianza de mi equipo, y entonces vamos a ver.
We'll wrap it there. Thank you,
Estoy
Phil.
cansado.